Hello, Satnam, Taranam Deep here, and wanted to do tonight's Astro dice roll, which will be the Sun in Gemini in the 6th. But I also want to throw out a couple of reminders. August 11th is when Divinity Speaks is released and launched. So excited for that. It is going to be available on Kindle, and it's also going to be available in regular book form. This coming Friday, the 22nd at 10 a.m. Pacific time, I will be having an interview with Inner Calling, and that's INNERCAULLING, with Brandy Knight, and she's also one of the co-authors, and we're just going to have she has a Birthing the Book series, and so going to be on there. That'll be live on Instagram here. And what else? I guess that's it. So yeah, proceeds go to the LMU Girls. Again, that's an organization for young girls and women in Kenya, so that they can get their own bank account, start their own business, get a sewing machine, and like I say, end up being sovereign, so that they don't end up in childhood marriage and things like that. Really great organization. So if you can, give them a like and a follow, and I'll put them down below. What else? I'm sorry, I'm tired. I actually got off work early today, but then realized I got up really early because we had a symposium on the Aquarian Women's League Society, the women's group I belong with on Rama. So let's get into this before I drift off anymore. So, Sun, your sun sign, basically is the plot line of your dharma and your karma, whether that is your destiny or your fate. It's also your ego, and if left unchecked, your ego can run amok. And like I say, I always mention these flip sides and stuff because, being on a polarity planet is not just a yogic philosophy. It is, like I say, we live on a planet that has, magnetic north, magnetic south. Batteries have positive and negative. Just if you think of it like that. So, the idea is to realize that, everything has its opposite, and the idea is to hold the tensions between the two so that you can glean a little bit from both, so that you can find that neutral mindset. So we have the Sun, and then we have Gemini, ruled by Mercury. And I've also noticed that we've done a lot of Mercury. And when I'm tired, I can't pronounce Mercury correctly. But anyway, and then I got looking, and it's like, oh, it's transiting my 10th house of career. So maybe that's why. But anyway, again, Gemini, ruled by Mercury, is actually articulate and communicative. They could be a teacher, they can be hypercritical, but they're also very initiatory, because there's air, and then you put it with the sun of the fire. They build on each other and stuff. So, and then you have the 6th house, which is considered the joy of Mars, and we know Mars, planet of war, severing, passionate, uh, strong emotions and stuff. But you have it in the sixth house, and that is the house of military, excuse my dog, servitude, ill health, literally slavery, but it could also be service to others, uh, service to heal. You could be with Gemini and the sun in that sixth house. You could be an investigative reporter, looking at the problems of the planet and the people on the planet. You could be a nurse or a psychologist, or somebody that is in service to others and can communicate. You get the sun, Mercury, and Mars together, you will get someone that is well versed and can communicate easily and passionately. They can be quick acting. On the flip side, they can be impulsive or forceful, restless, in your face energy. Hi, Mama Kitty. And things like that. So I hope that helps. If you maybe have that placement in your chart. Again, Friday the 22nd, be live with Inner Calling on Instagram at 10 a.m. August 11th, Divinity Speaks will be launched, and that will be available on Kindle and in regular book form. So, as always, white light, blessings, Satnam.